Hello grade 9 students. Welcome to video lesson number 7. I'm Madhu Vadke. We are in last section of chapter 1, number system. In our previous video class, we learned various laws of exponents and used them to find the value of some simple problems. In today's video class, we will apply these laws in some complex problems with higher difficulty level that has more than one term. So let's get started. Problem 1. Find the value of following expression. Now in this there are two terms. The first step will be to change the sign of the power, since they are negative and the numbers are in the denominator. So this expression will become 27 to the power 1 on 3 plus 625 to the power 1 on 4. Remember, we take the reciprocal of the base to change the sign of the power. Now we express the base in each term as a number with power. So 27 can be written as 3 to the power 3 and then to the power 1 on 3. We have only written the base as number with exponent. Similarly, 625 can be written as number with exponent, that is 5 to the power 4 whole to the power 1 on 4. We can use prime factorization method to find the factors of 27 and 625. Now we use the law of exponent that says a to the power m to the power n is equal to a to the power m into n. So this will become 3 to the power 3 into 1 over 3 plus 5 to the power 4 into 1 over 4. Now we can simplify the numbers in the power of each term. So we have 3 plus 5 and the answer is 8. Second problem, 9 to the power 3 on 2 minus 3 into 5 to the power 0 minus 1 over 81 whole to the power minus 1 by 2. In this problem there are three terms. Here 1 over 81 is raised to a negative power. So to make the power positive we will reciprocal the base. And in the first term 9 can be written as 3 square. So 3 square to the power 3 on 2 minus 3 into 5 to the power 0 is 1 minus 81 to the power half. So this is 3 to the power 2 into 3 on 2 minus 3 minus the base 81 can be written as a number with exponent. So 81 is 3 to the power 4 and 81 is also 9 to the power 2. So which one are we going to use? Obviously 81 equal to 9 square. How do we know? By looking at this power that is given, the nth power that is given. So 81 is written as 9 square to the power 1 on 2. So the first term becomes 3 cube, second term is minus 3, the third term is 9 to the power 2 into 1 on 2, 3 cube minus 3 minus 9, which is 27 minus 3 minus 9 Adding the numbers with the same sign, 27 minus 12, that is 15. Take a look at problem 3. It appears to be complex, but if we apply the laws of exponent at the right places, then in few steps we will get the answer. Look at the powers. They are negative. So the first step will be to make these powers positive. To do that, we will reciprocal the base of each term. So 16 on 81 to the power 3 on 4 into curly brackets 9 on 25 to the power 3 on 2 divided by 2 on 5 to the power 3, curly bracket close. Now we need to express each number of the base, numerator and denominator, as a number with power. Now 16 can be written as 4 square and 16 can be written as 2 to the power 4 as well. So out of these two, which number will you choose? To decide that, look at the main power of this term. Main power of this term 16 on 81 is 3 on 4. So the idea is to get rid of the 4 in the denominator. So we will write 16 as 2 to the power 4. Similarly, 81 will be written as 3 to the power 4 and not 9 to the power 2. So let's write down 2 to the power 4 divided by 3 to the power 4 whole to the power 3 on 4 multiplied by. Similarly, the main power in the second term is 3 on 2, the denominator is 2. So we will express the base numbers as numbers with power 2. So 9 will be written as 3 square and 25 as 5 square whole to the power 3 on 2 divided by 2 to the power 3 divided by 5 to the power 3. We are separating the common power with numerator and denominator in this term. Now 2 and 3 has same power, so we will take this power common. So 2 on 3 to the power 4 to the power 3 on 4 into. Similarly, in the second term 3 and 5 have same powers, so taking the power common, 3 on 5 to the power 2 to the power 3 on 2 divided by 2 to the power 3 divided by 5 to the power 3. Now we use the law of exponent, that is a to the power m to the power n, and write this term as a to the power m into n. So 2 upon 3 to the power 4 into 3 by 4 into 3 on 5 to the power 2 into 3 on 2 divided by 2 cube divided by 5 cube. So this is equal to, simplifying the numbers in the power, 2 on 3 to the power 3 into 3 on 5 to the power 3 divided by 2 cube on 5 cube. Now 2 on 3 has a common power, so we will separate the powers for the numerator and denominator. So 2 cube on 3 cube into Writing the second term in the same manner, 3 cube on 5 cube. Now division will become multiplication, and we reciprocal the second term of the curly bracket. So writing 5 cube upon 2 cube. Now we can see that there are same numbers in the numerator and denominator which cancel with each other, and the answer is 1. Question 4 is slightly a different problem. Here we need to find the unknown variable. So in this type of problem, the idea will be to make the base number on the left side and the right side of this equation same, so that we can equate their powers and form a linear equation in one variable and then solve that equation to get the value of x. So let us look at the solution stepwise. Left hand side will be written as 3 to the power 2. Write each number as a number with power. So 9 is 3 square into 81 can be written as 3 to the power 4 whole to the power x equal to, on the right side the number in the denominator needs to be shifted up. So in order to do that, we will change the sign. That means what we are doing is taking the reciprocal of the base number, and when we do that, the sign of the power changes. So the right side will become 27 to the power minus x minus 3. Now since the power here is an algebraic expression, we will keep it inside the bracket as there is a minus sign before it. We will open it in the next step. So this implies 3 square into 3 to the power 4x. A to the power m to the power n is a to the power m into n equal to 27 can be written as 3 to the power 3 whole to the power. Now we will simplify this term which is having a minus sign. So opening the brackets, I will get minus x plus 3, which I will write as 3 minus x. So now this is equal to, on the left hand side I have two numbers that have same base and they are multiplied. So I can use the first law and write this as 3 to the power 2 plus 4x equal to, on the right hand side I have a to the power m to the power n. So this will be written as 3 to the power 3 into 3 minus x. Keep 3 minus x in the bracket because this is one expression. So this implies 3 to the power 2 plus 4x is equal to 3 to the power 9 minus 3x. Now we have reduced the given equation to one term on the left side and one term on the right side, and also the base numbers are equal. So if you have a to the power m equal to a to the power n, this implies that m should be equal to n. Then only the equality of this equation holds true. So if the base is same, their exponents have to be same. So this implies now 2 plus 4x equal to 9 minus 3x. Now this becomes an equation in one variable. Taking like terms to one side, 4x plus 3x will be equal to 9 minus 2 constants to the right side. So 7x is equal to 7. So x is equal to 1. Let's try this problem now. Question 5. If 2 to the power x equal to 3 to the power y equal to 6 to the power z, then show that 1 over z is equal to 1 over y plus 1 over x. Using the information given in the question, 2 to the power x is equal to 3 to the power y equal to 6 to the power z. These three terms are equal. So we will take one constant. Let all these three terms be equal to k. This implies 2 to the power x is equal to k, which can be written as 2 equal to k to the power 1 over x. We can verify this equation by taking an example. So say x is equal to 2. Then 2 to the power 2 we know is equal to 4. So 2 is equal to 4 to the power 1 by 2, which is 2 to the power 2 into 1 by 2. And so left hand side is equal to right hand side. We have also learnt this way of writing in our previous video. So let's continue. Likewise, 3 to the power y is equal to k. So 3 will be equal to k to the power 1 over y. Similarly, 6 to the power z is equal to k. So 6 will be equal to k to the power 1 over z. Now we know that 2 into 3 is equal to 6. So substituting 2 as k to the power 1 over x into substituting for 3 from here, k to the power 1 over y, equal to substituting for 6 from here, k to the power 1 over z. Now using the law of exponents for the left hand side, we have same base numbers multiplied. So k to the power 1 over x plus 1 over y is equal to k to the power 1 over z. Now we have reduced this equation to one term on left hand side and one term on right hand side with the base numbers equal. So we can equate the powers. So 1 over x plus 1 over y is equal to 1 over z. With this, we come to the end of this video class and also of this chapter. After writing the problems solved in the video class in your notebooks neatly, do this assignment. There are two questions. The first question is simplify and find the values of the expressions given. The second question is find the value of x in the given equations. Follow the steps from the video lesson and solve these questions. After completing, check your answers. I will see you in the next class with a new chapter. Till then, goodbye.